What up? I decided to make a video before I went to bed. I just finished driving. Um, so I look a mess. I got a couple stains on my shirt from eating, trucking. We trucking out here. I wanted to talk a little bit about KLLM school. So if you're about to get started with the school, a few things you should be ready for. If you can, try to come to the school. If I keep looking over here, it's because I'm looking at myself. It's hard to just look right at the camera. But if you're going to the school, if you can help it, try to go to the school with some money, because the food is not that good. They say they feed you breakfast and lunch and you got to get your own dinner. The reality is when they first put you in the hotel, you're going to be in the Motel 6, a little crappy hotel. You get bananas for breakfast. Most of the time they're green. And then you get the little bitty school cereal. Excuse me. And then I'm trying to hurry up and do it while the truck is off and while the reefer unit is off, because it gets pretty loud. But you're gonna have a banana. You're gonna have the school cereal. They got the milk in the refrigerator. Don't even know if you want to trust it. They have apple juice, and then they have honey buns. Most of the days I'm eating bananas and honey buns because I was broke. Okay, I went to the school broke. So if you can, bring a little money because you're gonna need it. Like I said in a different video, they don't pay you per week while you're in school like they say. You get $250 on that Wednesday of the next week that you start. So let me see, what else can you expect? So yeah, the breakfast is trash. They do feed you lunch, which would be a little hot plate. I mean, it was decent. They got baked chicken and stuff like that. That was good, beans sometimes. But then they got every now and again some meals that's like not that good. You got pork chops and stuff. I don't eat pork, but to each their own. So that was that. On the first day, basically the first week, you're not gonna do much of, actually you're not gonna do any driving, I don't think, at all. You're more so focused on getting your license or getting your permit. You're gonna get your permit first, and then after you get your permit, you may drive a little bit on Friday or Saturday, because I believe there's only no school on Sunday, if I recall correctly. But on Friday and Saturday, you may get a couple of straight backs in. You'll be able to get in the truck and do some straight back maneuvers. But it really depends on how fast your class learns as a whole collectively, because everybody has to get their permits before y'all go outside and practice on the trucks. So if one person didn't get their permit until Friday, more than likely y'all not gonna practice on the trucks that week unless y'all do it on Saturday. Unless I'm wrong, and both, yeah, I believe you do have school on Saturday. Another thing I want to say is while you're studying for all that, there's an app that you can start studying on now called CDL Prep. Now, when you're in school, I will still use the CDL Prep to study for the permit, because literally the questions are going to be almost identical. Literally identical to the test. I studied strictly on CDL Prep. If you got Android, I'm not sure what it's called if you got an iPhone, but if you got Android, CDL Prep. It might be called the same thing on Android, but the questions are almost identical. Now, what I will say is, once you get comfortable enough, or once you start learning the backing up maneuvers and whatever, start focusing on your pre-trip. When you see the class ahead of you in the morning and they're walking around the truck doing their pre-trip, walk with them. Learn that ahead of time. Get that in advance. There's a lot of people in my class that they were behind with the pre-trip, and I could recite the pre-trip like nothing. And this was like days before we had to take the exam on it. And when I did the exam, I got a perfect score. Now, you can miss a lot, but I got a perfect score. So what I would recommend is early in the morning when you're just sitting there waiting to go inside. If it's wintertime, it's going to be a little cold, but you got to wait outside anyway. go with the class that's ahead of you in week 2 or week 3 while you're in week 1. But if you're in week 2, then with the week 3 class, and go with them. Go study the pre-trip with them, because they're on it hard because they're about to take their test. You know, stay ahead of the game. I'll probably make another video for week 2. Actually, I'll just say it here. Week 2, really, you're gonna finish the first couple days. You're gonna do more so of the straight back maneuver. Then after that, you're gonna do the offset, which is from this lane into this lane, from this lane back into that lane. So you're just gonna, you know, just change lanes. Then you're gonna do the parallel and the 90-degree parking on around the same time. It's different because sometimes they'll split your class up into different groups depending on how many people you have in there. But in reality, I mean, you want to pay close attention to that. It's not hard. If you pay attention, you're going to get it. You're going to pass it easily. But what I would suggest is really pay attention to the 90 and the straight back, because they're going to tell you over and over the straight back maneuver, Robert, if you're in the Mississippi terminal, they're going to stress that that's the most important thing. If you could do a straight back, you can do any of the other maneuver, because at the end of the day, you're always going to have to learn how to do a straight back. No matter what maneuver you got to do, eventually you got to get that truck and trailer straight, that tractor and trailer straight. So pay attention to that straight back and pay attention to that 90. In the real world, you're not going to do... I've been on the road 6, almost 7 months. I've never did a parallel park. I've never did an offset. I do a 90 and a straight back. That's it. So pay attention to that. Week 3 is when that pressure come. You know, that's when they gonna apply that pressure. Y'all gonna be testing and all that. It's just gonna be a recap of week 2. Week 3, you know, just a recap. And I believe you do go for a test ride where you actually drive the tractor in week 2. If I'm not mistaken, at the end of week 2. And then again on week 3, you're gonna do it multiple times. And then, hey, it's gonna go by quick. So pay attention. You know, if you want to joke around with your friends, I recommend not doing that. Now, I did develop friends in the school that I still talk to on a daily basis. One of them, actually 2 of them. But pay attention. You know, make friends along the way, but make sure that's not the goal. The goal is to get your CDL Class A license and get on that road and get to trucking. You know, if I think of any other notes or anything to add to the to inform you guys about school, I'll definitely let y'all know. Oh, whenever you're about to graduate, or once you get your actual CDLs, they're going to put you in a nicer hotel, the Country Inn. Now, again, this is for the Mississippi school. They're going to put you in a Country Inn. Now, that's a nice hotel. They have actual breakfast. They'll have like bacon, roasted potatoes. You can make waffles. You know, you got it. But you're already with the company at that point. But while you're a student, oh yeah, you're in Motel 6. The beds are... Honestly, the beds were comfortable to me, but some people was complaining. I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so hey, that was a comfortable bed for me. But a lot of other students complained about it. The AC worked fine. Like I said, the food is trash. I mean, it was a nice room in my opinion, but it's just the food is trash. I was hungry a couple of days because, like I said, I didn't have money going into it. But be prepared for that. It's not like what the recruiter say. You're not getting paid every single week. So just be ready for that. You'll get paid every single week once you get your CDL and you waiting on your trainer. So anyway, I'm out.